that in this segment we're dedicating it to the gentleman that is, we're big fans.
Yes,
but we're
course.
also friends of this gentleman. We're talking about Little Joe Hernandez from Little Joe y la Familia, who received an incredible honor, and that is to be the 2023 National Endowment for the Arts National Heritage Fellow. He's one of 9 people only selected to be recognized for all he has done. I had an opportunity to meet with him via virtually. We did an interview, and we'd like to share a part of that interview with you right now. Check this out. It's good to have you, and we speak with you today because of this incredible honor that you have just received from the National Endowment for the Arts, the National Heritage Fellowship. Man, what a big honor. You've received so many of them, but this one right here is extremely special. Tell me about it.
This is really a great way for me to, I guess, say, put the cherry on top. Never expected it. As a matter of fact, honestly, I never, as a kid when I started with my music career, I never expected awards, and I never did music for awards. But I've been so blessed, to have received awards from so many different organizations for so many different causes.
So we congratulate you again, Joe, for what you've done, what you've accomplished, and this latest accolade that you can add to your, I'm sure, room full of awards that you've received throughout your career as not only a talented musician, but a wonderful, wonderful person in this life. Thank you, Joe.
Well, everybody that ever came in contact with me, I owe everybody so much. I owe everybody everything. And Rudy, you and I go back so many years. And I remember when you were in California and I would come on touring through California, we would sit down, we'd do interviews, and it was always, a pleasant time for me, a pleasure to meet and talk with you. And it is today as well. I guess what this award means also, it just kind of brings more awards to the front. I'm doing a fundraising for the students, teachers and students here in my hometown in Temple, which I seldom get to play here. I think the last time I played here, you were here, and for the dedication of the street. So that's on March the 10th. And I'm doing a TV interview, and I get today, just a while ago, and I get a call. They want me in Washington, D.C. on the 9th for an award, and they would need to present me an award in Washington, D.C. That's on the 9th. I have to be here on the 10th, and the flight wouldn't get me back till Austin until 11. And there's no way that I'm trusting the airlines to get me back on time or even in the same day. So I feel awfully bad about having to pass on not being there in DC to receive the award for the award presentation. But you can't do everything in life, but how about doing everything we can do? So if you can keep that in mind, you can't do it all, but do all you can. And I think we can get by and enjoy the time we do have in this beautiful planet.
Words to live by Little Joe. Thank you so much. Te agradecemos, hermano. Te adoramos, te deseamos lo mejor y que Dios siempre esté contigo. Nos ha dado mucha vida.
Gracias, Dios te cuide a ti y a tu familia.
Little Joe y la Familia, a recipient of a 2023 National Heritage Fellowship Award, and this is the United States government's highest honor in the folk and traditional arts. Over 60 years in the business and still going strong.
Exactly, and
still
you know what?
Going strong.
That's why I dare say it again. That right there is a true, real, living legend. Others have dubbed themselves legends. This guy right here, those kinds of accomplishments, those kind of recognitions that have bridged the gaps between one genre and many, many others, recognized in so many ways. By the way, the rest of the interview, we're going to put it on our website.
Perfect.
KIITV-com, slide, what is it, dash, you said
KIITV.com, yes.
/ Domingo Live.
Yes.
The interviews will be there, the complete interview. También la vamos a tener en Tejano Gold Countdown. The interview is going to be on there next weekend if you want to listen to it as well. But you know what? Joe was happy to be here. And you know what he wants to do?
¿Qué quiere?
He wants to
come
bring the
here.
band to be
Yes.
performing here
Perfect.
on Domingo Live. So you know what? That
It's
won't
gonna happen.
It's
gonna
going to happen, and it's going to happen soon, we hope. Fingers crossed. And you know, the one thing that I don't know if you've noticed, but he said, you know what, that he's performing for a fundraiser for teachers in Temple, his hometown, where he doesn't perform very often. It's the same time period
As the
where
award.
he's going to be getting the awards. He chose to be with the teachers, keep his commitment to be there to raise funds for the teachers of the Temple area, and say, you know what, thank you for the award. I'll accept it virtually. And that's what he's doing.
Eso
So
lo
the
dice
kind of
todo,
man that he
that's right.
is, the kind of performer that he is, putting people first and giving back to the community. I applaud him.
That's right. 5-time Grammy Award winning, Grammy and Latin Grammy Awards combined. And a fun fact about him is, did you know, and I'm sure you did, but he had a meeting and he offered up his chair to Rosa Parks. Did you know that?
Pretty amazing.
At the Keep Hope Alive Jesse Jackson speech back in 1988.
What is so amazing,
That's
is
amazing.
that tells you the quality of the man that he is.
Yes.
I attended the funeral of Cesar Chavez and marched alongside with Little Joe, Jesse Jackson, and so many other
Where's the
of the
picture? I wanna
Kennedys.
see a
I
picture.
have the old video of
You
that.
have to
And that's
show
what he
it.
told me during the funeral. He says, my 3 heroes, my dad, the third one was, his dad, Muhammad Ali, and Cesar Chavez. Those are that man's heroes right there. Not talking about musicians, he's talking about people that have made a difference in our community. And that right there are rules we should live by, or at least
King.
use them as
That's
inspirations
right.
for
King
sure.
of the Brown South.
Que viva muchos años
right.
más, Little Joe, y que siga performing for all of us, ¿verdad? We'll be right back with more Domingo Live, más música after this. We love you, Joe.